Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hello. I think it's 8 o'clock. Is it 8 o'clock? Yep, it's 8 o'clock. How about that? Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. We're going to do a few Q&As, and I don't have a lot tonight, so we shouldn't be too long. So we can just have some fun and, answer some questions. All right, so is anybody there? Let me just see if anybody's here. Let's see, where are we here? Oh, you guys, I got the wrong button here. Oh, you guys are here. Hi. From Los Angeles. Lori, is there anything left of Los Angeles? Give us an update. Oh, my goodness. I am just so sorry. This is horrible what's happening there. I'm sure the whole world knows about it. Let us know, Lori, what's going on out there. Is your home okay? I mean, you're obviously on a computer, so you're okay. But man, I actually am going to California tomorrow. But more Orange County and not LA itself. We're doing good. Okay. You're safe from the fires? What a mess. How's the air out there? I feel for sure I have to bring a mask just to help breathe. Hi, everybody. Tennessee. Lori, it's great to hear you're doing good. Sue in CDA, Idaho. What's CDA? I don't know what that is. Tennessee, Vancouver, Cincinnati. I know where all these places are. Rhode Island, Calabasas. Ooh, oh, you're 5 miles from Calabasas? It is contained? That's the Palisades fire is contained tonight? I didn't hear that. So, oh, gosh, have I worried about all you guys. Man, I'm glad to hear from you. Glad to hear from you. Okay, so let's start into questions. And then we can circle back and do some other things if you want. But let's start off with questions. We got some good questions, okay? I think they're good. And you guys, we don't index the questions. So after the Q&A is over, you just, there's no way, I mean, you can go back and listen to them, but there's no way to find it. If you're looking for an exact topic, there's no way to just go back and get it just like that. You gotta have to listen to them. So I'm just going to make a suggestion. I'm going to make a suggestion that you just listen to them. Like, I had one lady said that when she's working out in the morning, she listens to them. I think that's a good idea because the stuff just goes into your brain. If you're trying to learn something, the stuff just goes into your brain and it just stays there. 28 degrees. Oh my goodness. So anyway, we're going to answer these questions. And if, I don't mind repeating questions and answers. It's not a big deal. Okay, here's the first one. I'm going to put up this picture. I am making Kim's jacket. And it's for a knit fabric. It's actually not a knit fabric. It's a woven fabric. So she wanted to know if she should go bigger. Anyway, it's for a knit. It's not a knit. It's for a woven. It doesn't even say on the back for a knit. It says woven. So I'm not sure how that got misinterpreted. But generally, if you were doing a jacket, even if you're doing it a knit, I don't change size, just to answer the size question. You still, the same shaping is still what you want. You still want a silhouette. So I would just leave it the same. I don't think I would change anything. Again, it's not a knit top. It's not like you want negative ease. You don't want any of that. All right, next question. And we've got several, you guys, and there is a delay. So what I'll do is I'll circle back and pick up any questions that you have. Okay, because sometimes you have questions once I've moved on. So I'll circle back and see if you have questions, okay? Okay, so this one is, I generally, let me show this picture. Sorry. I generally don't like a lot of ease. She doesn't like I'm sorry, I said that wrong. She doesn't like a lot of negative ease. So she's normally a size 4, but she wants to make a larger size, but she wants to use the size 4 armhole and sleeve. Armhole and sleeve. All right. So how would she do that? So you guys, these are the templates. These are our templates, but you can make your own. You can buy ours. I don't care. Sleeve templates. And I did the knit just so you can see the knit. The A is the shoulder point. You can put that A anywhere along the shoulder point you want to put the A. Then you swing the B out to the side seam. Now obviously, if the A point is farther up on the shoulder, the B point, once you swing it out to the side seam, it's probably going to be higher than what another armhole is, and just raise up the side seam. Just take the side seam and keep going up straight. Just follow the same angle of the side seam. Just draw it up, and then put A on the shoulder seam, swing B out to the side seam. That's it. That's your armhole. Your sleeve will fit in that armhole. It's like complete magic, and it's really easy to do, and it's really fun. Pretty easy, right? Okay, these next couple ones are all in sleeves, so I put them all together. Pattern 222, Carolina's top. Caroline's top. The picture is shown without sleeves, but the instructions include a long sleeve. That's simply because every time I offer you a sleeveless, like I don't really wear sleeveless, so I always want to offer you a sleeve so that you can put that in. But that's not her question. Her question is, can I leave off the sleeves without changing them? And yes and no. So let me explain that. You have 4 sleeves, 4 armholes. You have your sleeveless, your knit. This is in size order. Sleeveless, knit, blouse, jacket. Okay, those are your 4 armholes. My sleeveless and my knit are the same, but I'm 5'8", and so my armhole can be lower. My sleeveless armhole is an 18, my knit armhole is an 18, my blouse sleeve is a 20, yada, yada, yada. So if I just leave the sleeve off, I can wear a knit blouse, a knit pattern, sleeveless. But many of you cannot. So you should have a different template for a sleeveless than you do for the knit. You can have 2 different templates for those. So that, again, it depends on you and it depends on your height. And but if you have a sleeve on there and you want to just leave it off, don't trust the pattern. Come in with your sleeveless template and put it on and connect it and draw up the side seam and make that armhole smaller if that's what you like. You can take that sleeveless armhole off anything you have in your wardrobe that's sleeveless, that you like the way it fits. Lay it down, trace it, make a template. Okay, very, very easy to do. Not only easy to do, it's critical. I think it's critical. It's critical to get that whole concept, and it's easy. And once you get it, oh man, you can just go to town and play with armholes and sleeves. We change blouse sleeves. We change things all over the place. Okay, this other one, again, same type thing. She wants to use the sleeve from 900, which is the jean jacket. It's Carol's jacket. And it is, it's like a 2-piece sleeve, and it has a cuff and a slit and all that. And she wants to put it on 600. Can she do that? The answer is yes. Okay, so how do you know this? On our website, across the very, very top, not like where the fabric and the patterns and all of those tabs are, but across the very top, there's a tab that says FAQs. FAQs are frequently asked questions. And on those FAQs, you're going to go in and read those, because one of them explains our numbering system of how we number the patterns so that you can benefit from understanding the numbers. And that, I think, will help you tremendously. Understand that everything we number in the low 3-digit, 195, 196, 197, those are all knit bodies. 222, 223, 224, all those lower numbers. Those are all knit bodies, and all the knit sleeves are interchangeable. Then once you hit like 400, 500, 600s, you know, anything woven in that area, all those sleeves are interchangeable. The armholes are the same size. But if you have your template, you don't even need us to do that for you. You can, you know, do that for yourself. Okay? Okay, let me just check questions and see if we're okay. Are you saying a woven sleeveless and a knit armhole could be the same, even if they are completely different fabric types? Not could be the same. They should be the same. So love the way you guys say that, because absolutely, why would fabric matter on a sleeveless armhole? Now just think about that for a minute. Why would fabric, knit, woven, why would it make any difference when there's no sleeve attached? By George, I think you've got it. Yeah, that doesn't make any difference. The only reason it makes a difference is because once a sleeve's put in. With a woven sleeve, I have to have extra ease for mobility. With a knit sleeve, the fabric itself is my mobility. So I have different size armholes for a knit sleeve versus a woven sleeve. But if it's sleeveless, it doesn't matter what the fabric is. Sleeveless is sleeveless. And yes, I have the same size armhole. Oh, I love that. I love it. Are you sane? Yes, I'm sane. Okay. Okay, so next question. Next question is on buttons and buttonholes. Now, I don't have the exact question. I mean, you know, the exact question doesn't even matter. The point being is, the reason she was maybe confused, if that's the right way to say that, is simply because she didn't know rules of buttons and buttonholes. You know, there are rules with buttons and buttonholes. And if you know those rules, you're more likely to sail through buttons and buttonholes. So I typed up some few rules here about, but this is really pattern making, you guys. It's not really what we're supposed to be doing. Aha, a light bulb just went on. I love light bulbs. Love, 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 love light bulbs. Even if they're dimmers, okay? Even if they're dimmers, they're good. Okay, so for women, buttonholes are traditionally worn on the right side. The way I remember this is women are always right, so the buttonholes are on the right, because women are always right. The first buttonhole is at the neckline. They are at the point of stress, you guys. It's the neckline, the bust line, and the waistline. Okay, so don't have 3 millimeters as 1/8 of an inch. So don't get too crazy about these rules, but just know that, and they're changed sometimes, but they're at the greatest point of stress. That is the base of the neck, the bust line, and the waistline. Buttonholes should be 1/8 of an inch past the center front if they're horizontal. If they're horizontal. And then they go back into the body of the garment. If they're vertical, they should be right on center front. The width of the fabric extending past the center front should be the same as the button's diameter. That's changed a little bit today too, but I just want to give you the rules, and then you'll observe differences. Okay, that's the buttonhole placement. So buttonholes go at center front when they're vertical, or they can change a little bit when they're horizontal. Okay? Buttonhole length and width. Buttonholes should be the button's diameter plus 1/8 of an inch. For dome or ball buttons, buttonholes should be the circumference of the button plus 1/8 of an inch. And again, buttonholes are vertical on a blouse, a base garment, and if it's an overgarment like a jacket or a cardigan, if it has buttonholes, they're horizontal. Okay, easy enough? Okay, hopefully I thought you would like that. So, you know, there's just reasons why we do stuff. It's not just because Peggy wants to. It really isn't. It's just simply because it's the way to do it. Okay, this last question. See, I told you we didn't have too many, so tonight we won't have a really long night. This next question, and I really do want to get your feedback on this, you guys, because I just appreciate how you think, and how you think is just sometimes when any of us think one way, we can't understand how somebody thinks another way unless we listen to them. So I would like to listen to you and figure this out. The question is, can I create a facing for a knit neckline just like I would create a neckline facing for a woven? So basically she wants to, like a 2 or 3 inch wide. Instead of using a band on a knit neckline, she wants to have a facing on that knit neckline. And I would say, hold on, can you post those rules on your website so that we can print them now? You guys, this is pattern making rules. If I start printing pattern making rules on my website, we'll have the whole website full of pattern making rules. You all can print these, you can write them down, you can make your own note, but we can't do pattern making rules on the website. We can't do that. It's not sustainable. It's a video, there's lots of places to get them, but no, I sorry, you guys. Okay, so let's go back to that question that was just asked, because I really want to talk here about why you want to do a facing on a knit. And I know you guys are not necessarily the person who wrote this in, but here's my response. Number one, it will look homemade. Store-bought knit garments never, I shouldn't say never, have a wide facing. They don't ever have a facing like that. It looks homemade. So I don't understand why you would want a facing like that. It looks so outdated, and like, help me understand. So you want to do fold over elastic. You could do you could just serge the edge, tuck it under, and top stitch it. You can do that. But please don't do a drawn on facing. It just really looks very homemade. All right, so let's give me the controversy of that and see what we can come up with, okay? And I'm talking slow so you can get, hear everything I'm saying and then post a response, because I'm dying to hear your responses. All right, so let me take a look at your responses. Yeah, reply to the spot. Yeah, just take a screenshot and put them where you want. It's why I don't go into pattern making problems, because there's so many pattern making issues that you don't know that I can't possibly write them all over the website. Sometimes it looks less casual than a band or ribbing. Oh, you guys, I sometimes it looks less casual than a band or ribbing. Well, then change up. It's just, you guys are allowed to do, it's your clothing, it's your garments. You all know you're allowed to do whatever you want to do. I'm a big believer in that. But why they don't do it is because it's outdated. It looks bad. We have contemporary ways of finishing a knit edge without a facing. In fact, if you really look at it, rarely do they do that on a woven blouse. They put 2 layers. There's so many options they do on a woven blouse. I don't see that kind of facing on a woven blouse, to be honest. So it's just really, really outdated. I hate saying that to you all, because I know you like them. You must like them because you're asking me how to do them. Some people add facings when they really need lining or inner lining. You mean like maybe instead of facings? Depending on the weight of the fabric, you can make the front double. I would agree with that. That's how ready to wear does it. I think the knit would be wavy. When will the gloves ship? Off topic. Next week. The gloves will ship next week. When I make a knit neckline, it doesn't lay flat on my neck. What am I doing wrong? So Darlene, just go through and give yourself like a little test. Like, first off, cut the knit, sew the shoulder seams, and put the neckline on and see if it's wavy. Most likely it's because you're handling, and the way you're handling it, most likely that's the problem. So we just need to get better sewing skills. That's all. And so that's the way to do a test. If it lays flat when you cut it and you've just sewn the 2 shoulder seams and then it's wavy afterwards, that's the reason why. I've also seen the front doubled. Yeah, we've got a new top coming out and the front is doubled. When I make it, okay, sorry. My breasts are different in sizes and at least 2 cup sizes lumpectomy. Does it make Sends to have two different fronts with left a B cup and right a D cup. Okay, so Sherry, this is a really good question. It's a really good question. Deborah's neutral.
Siri here. Let me know if I can help.
Sorry, my phone is thinking I'm talking to it. Okay, so let me address this for a minute. For breasts that are different sizes, you are talking now circumference. Even though the breast itself is different sizes, we are wearing a blouse. We are not wearing anything that is that constricted, where we're going to see the different sizes of your breasts. So it's a total circumference that you should be going for. The only thing that I would change on that is if one is D and one is a B, your dart size might be different on one side than on the other side, and that is completely acceptable. Because then all you have to do, let's say you've got a D dart on one side, then the dart is larger and you would cut that side longer so that the two sides would be the same. And that's an easy fix. It's easy to do, but don't really sweat it on the normal stuff. It will look 100% normal and no one will notice that. Will the new spring patterns go on pre-sale this month? They're going to go on pre-sale Tuesday. As long as we hit our marks, they'll go on pre-sale on Tuesday night. Oh yes, you can talk a bit more about the arthritis gloves. Do they only give support to the thumb or to the whole hand? The whole hand. Yeah, the whole hand. They are the whole hand. If I measure a pattern shoulder to shoulder and it's too narrow, but everywhere else, how do I fix the problem? So Janet, that's where your armhole templates come in. Because your armhole templates can go from wherever you want them to start. That's what ends the shoulder. And the armhole template should have seam allowance built in. So wherever you want the shoulder to hit, bam, that's where you put the template. This is a very easy process, you guys. Just keep it as simple as it truly, truly is. I love the couture look of your patterns and your fabrics. Not homemade at all. Thank you, Paula. That was nice of you. Sherry, thank you. Did you get that, Sherry? Does that make sense to you? Don't think that the different sizes have to be accentuated, because they don't. It's total circumference. That's how we deal with different sizes, and then a different dart. That's all. Very simple to do. I've done many, many ladies who are different sizes on that, and it's, you know, they go in worrying so much because they have had a lumpectomy or a complete removal, and it's amazing how I'm gonna use the word normal. I hate the word, but it's amazing how normal you can look after that process takes place. And it's exciting to dress and feel normal, I think, during that process. Personally, I think it does. Okay, good girls. Well, I hate to say it, but it's past our time already, and I always go too long. I'm in the blouse class. Oh, good. So we'll get there. Take one class at a time. I told you all in the blouse class I said at the very beginning, you've got to go in order. Don't, jump to class number 3. If you don't have a time to watch them, don't go to class 3. Be patient with class number, 1. Hear it over and over and over. We just emailed those out, I guess, yesterday or day before. I can't remember. And then, truly get class number 1 down. Each step is really, really important that you get it down and that you understand it and that you understand it well before you go on to the next section. On Lana's jeans, are the outseams of front versus back ½ inch different length? On Lana's jeans, are the outseams... No, they should be the same. Lana's jeans, unless you've done some alterations, you might have altered one side a little more than the other side. But the outseam, don't forget you've got to put a pocket on Lana's jeans. It's got that little scoop pocket on the side. And you've got to put that pocket on and then put the side seams together. But no, they're the same amount. I'm repeating the blouse class because it's been several years now and I need a refresher. Good girl. I think we can always learn new things too. I think it's, a lot of these classes, we only charge $100, and I really just believe you could waste $100 in fabric so quickly and so easily. So I think that's smart. I do. I think it's a good idea. These lessons that we learn, that we get in our head, the more they get in the head. That's why I said when you go through these Q&As, I try to keep them short so you can just listen to them, hear them, and just listen over and over and over. Now I'll be counting down to the next Tuesday to see your new patterns. I am too. I'm busy. I just got a Bernina 990 this week and I'm learning it. Oh, congratulations, Anne. New machines are always, always fun. They're just time. They're time when you get a new machine. That's the only negative is it takes away my sewing time to play with a new machine. I'm taking it for the second time too. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate the support. I really do. I'm going to LA tomorrow because of one of the winners. One of the winners of the Peggy giveaway is in LA. So she has me for 4 hours tomorrow. And so that's my fulfillment. Do you show the template for adjusting shoulder width in class? Yeah. Yeah, you'll get to see all that. Do you love it? Oh, Kathy's asking if you love the blouse fitting class. Now, they've only had the first class. It just came out yesterday. Yesterday, it just started. I should let you all talk about it. But I won't comment on the blouse class. I shouldn't comment on the blouse class, right? That's y'all's class. All right, so all's good? I've got so much homework tonight and a crack-a-dawn early flight in the morning. How fun is it to have that new Bernina? It must be a blast to have such a wonderful new machine. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it is, you guys. Fun stuff. Is it too late to sign up? No, you can still, it's on the Fit to Stitch website. We had a couple sign up today, and we sent the links. Just know that, give me a couple days once you sign up to send you the links. But we're only in week 1, so you can actually sign up anytime during the whole thing. If you feel like you need help with blouse fitting, get in the blouse fitting class. It's so much easier to really get good information. A small suggestion, when you advertise on an online class, could you add a pattern suggestion at that time? That is a very good suggestion. Yes. So we have time to order the patterns, and some of us takes 3 to 4 weeks to get our orders. That is a very great suggestion. I will do that. I absolutely will do that. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm pushing them on you, and I hate to be pushy, but I do appreciate that because y'all are big girls. If you don't want to buy it, you don't have to buy it, right? That sounds wonderful. So just know that for the Canadians, we had, because I think everybody knows, the Canada Postal Service stopped delivering, right? They went on strike. So everybody in Canada kept ordering and just told us to hold the packages. So we had this mounting pile of Canadian packages, and we started shipping them yesterday. We got all of them shipped this morning. And so just know, anyone from Canada who placed orders, you know, it was like a month. Well, it wasn't that long, but it was a little while. But anyway, we got all of those shipped, and they're all of them on your way. Anybody with the POM, any of that kind of stuff, it's all on its way to you. So we appreciate the patience. We appreciate you continuing to order. That was amazing. Absolutely. I've been going through the Sewing Mastery book. I've learned several new tools. Good. It's fantastic. I'm so glad I bought it. It's a giant, and the giant hoop is enormous. That's so cool. I'm thrilled with the pant fitting class. They're still working on it, but I actually have a muslin that seems to fit. Yay! Muslins that fit. Muslins that fit are very, very close to garments that fit. We've got fabric today at $12.99. You guys, did you check out the fabric? Some of it's already gone, but some good stuff. $12.99. Goodness gracious. I can't get it in New York for $12.99. It's below what I paid for it. You don't have to order the templates, you guys. You can make your own. You can make your own. The POM shipped on the 10th of the month. So, yeah, they shipped right on time. We ship them on the 10th of the month. I mean, a couple times we've been late, but I'm pretty religious about that 10th of the month. The person with the neck edge curling, measure the length of the neck edge, multiply by 0.85 and add 1/2 inch for seam allowance. Make sure you measure, oh man. Terry, I hate to, 1/2 inch for seam allowance. Why 1/2 inch? Like, I would not suggest that. 6 weeks for my order. Very happy they have arrived. Wow. SJN, you must be in Canada, right? I haven't checked the fabrics yet today. It would probably show up tomorrow. Probably. That's probably true. Let me know, Marcy, if it does not. All right, y'all. Let me say goodnight. Y'all know I love you. We'll see you Tuesday night and we'll have new patterns for you. All right, and I have some exciting treats. I do. I have some exciting treats for you on Tuesday. But any hints about the spring patterns? I'll give you one hint. The hint would be cluster. That's a lousy hint. But the hint would be cluster. Okay. All right, you all. That's only hints you're going to get. But I will tell you that the patterns are so fresh and so current. I'm really in love with them. They're exciting. Safe travels. Thank you all. That's so kind of you. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate you being so kind. And we'll see you Tuesday. Bye.